Anthropic just released an AI model they call mid-tier, not their best, not their flagship, the budget option, and it just beat OpenAI's most powerful model on almost every test that matters. That's not supposed to happen. So either the benchmarks are lying, or something bigger just shifted. Let's find out which. And if you don't code, stay with me anyway. Because this isn't really a developer story, it's a which one am I paying for story, and there's a catch buried in the pricing that almost nobody's talking about yet. Here's the setup. GPT-5.5 is OpenAI's current flagship, released back in April 2026. Claude Sonnet 5 is newer. It launched June 30th. Quick myth bust. People keep calling this Claude versus GPT-5, but GPT-5 is actually 2 versions old at this point. GPT-5.5 is the real competitor here, and Sonnet 5 isn't even Anthropic's best model. It's the mid-tier one, built to sit below their flagship. That's exactly why this fight shouldn't be close, but it's not close. On SWE-bench Pro, real coding problem solving, Sonnet 5 scores 63.2%. GPT 5.5 scores 58.6. On Terminal Bench, which tests AI agents running command line tasks, Sonnet 5 wins again. On a brutal reasoning test called Humanity's Last Exam with tools enabled, Sonnet 5 pulls ahead there too. 3 categories, 3 wins, for the cheaper model. Now, I promised you this wouldn't be a hit piece. GPT 5.5 does win one major test, ARC-AGI-2, which measures abstract pattern reasoning, but it's a margin of less than half a point, basically a coin flip. GPT 5.5 also still holds a real edge in long context memory, independently verified. So this isn't a wipeout, it's a mid-tier model landing punches it has no business landing. Now here's where most people stop watching and just hit switch. Sonnet 5 launched at $2 per million input tokens, $10 output. GPT 5.5 charges $5.30 for the same thing, less than half the price for the model that's winning. Feels like a no-brainer. It's not. Here's why. Sonnet 5 runs on a new tokenizer, the system that breaks your text into billable chunks. Anthropic has confirmed it takes roughly 30 to 40% more tokens to process the exact same English sentence than before. Picture 2 delivery drivers. One charges less per mile, but suddenly needs 30% more miles to reach your house. Your bill doesn't drop the way the sticker price promised. Run the actual math and Sonnet 5's real-world cost lands closer to $3.90 in, $19.50 out, not the advertised $2 and $10, still cheaper than GPT 5.5's $5 and $30, just not the 3 times cheaper deal the headline number implies. And that starter pricing disappears entirely on August 31st. We'll come back to that, because it changes your timeline. Forget the spreadsheets for a second, because benchmarks don't tell you what actually happens when you hand these things real work. So someone did exactly that. 7 ordinary tasks, both models, same prompts. Here's what happened. Test 1. A sales report with a mistake buried inside it on purpose. Numbers quietly lying about themselves. Sonnet 5 caught it, flagged the exact line. If you've ever had to sign off on a report before it hits your boss's inbox, you already know why that matters. Test 2. Rewrite a blunt, borderline rude work email into something you could actually send. Both models pulled it off. But here's the twist. Sonnet 5 writes noticeably longer, even when you tell it flat out to keep things short. GPT 5.5 stays terse by default. If brevity is your priority, that one detail might matter more than any benchmark score. And Sonnet 5 isn't perfect. In one of 4 repeated runs, it invented a currency figure that didn't exist anywhere in the source document. Confidently, cleanly, wrong. So no, a model topping the benchmarks doesn't mean you stop checking its work. It means you check it smarter. So, who wins this? Depends who's asking. Developer chasing raw coding performance and lower cost? Sonnet 5 takes it. Business that needs fast, tight, no-nonsense answers? GPT 5.5's brevity has the edge. Everyday user who wants something that catches your own mistakes before you send them, Sonnet 5, as long as you still double-check anything with a number attached. Remember that pricing catch from earlier? Here's the part that actually matters. Sonnet 5's launch pricing, the $2 and $10, expires August 31st, 2026. After that, it jumps to $3 and $15, still cheaper than GPT 5.5. But if you're testing this out, right now is the cheapest this model is ever going to be. So, Team Claude or Team GPT 5.5? Tell me in the comments. I read everyone and I'm replying to the best arguments on either side. Because here's the thing. This won't be the last mid-tier model that shouldn't win story this year. Subscribe so you catch the next one before everyone else does. See you there.